Hello and welcome back to London's finest. Arsenal are our team in Football Manager 2021. This is episode 2. If you missed episode 1, it was earlier on today, so do please go back and check that episode out where we played the Community Shield against Liverpool. We also did some signings, which I'm not going to go through in this episode, so if you want to know who we signed, go watch that one. Today, starting the Premier League season, Sheffield United and Wolves will be our opponents. 2 tough games, I think, but I'm hoping we've got the power and the ability to get past both of them. Starting off this episode, we're going to start with some transfers. Mesut Ozil is the first one to leave the club. He has gone to Lazio for £0, but we are also paying half of his wages, which isn't ideal, but when he's getting paid so much money, we kind of have to. I've just seen he's getting paid £13,000 a week at Lazio because we're paying him £170,000, so he doesn't care how much money he gets paid at Lazio. He could do that for free, but yeah, he's left the club on a free transfer. And then 3 loan deals to talk about. Matt Macy is the first one going to Coventry on loan. I don't know why Arsenal have this player. Is he there in real life? I imagine he is, yes. So he is their third choice goalkeeper who will never play a game for Arsenal, but he's there. We've loaned him out. Some bigger names also to leave the club on loan. Emil Smith-Rowe has gone to Burnley until the end of the season. He wasn't going to get games for us. He was in fact sat in the under-23s for some reason. We've loaned him out. We're getting all of his wages and a few other bits covered as well, so not too bad. And Rob Holding as well, also going out on loan to one of today's opponents in Wolves, but I don't think he can play for Wolves. I hope he can't play for Wolves. It doesn't really matter. I don't know whether he's going to be first team there either, because they do still have a very good pair of central defenders in front of him. Holding might get some games. He's got a future ahead of him, Holding. He's certainly got potential. And we haven't signed anybody else at the moment. I mentioned in the last episode that the transfer window is open till the 5th of October, which I don't think we're going to buy many, if anybody, in that time. I did try and sign a central midfielder. That might be the only thing we do, because I think it was Lacazette was annoyed that we sold Ozil and we haven't replaced him. So I promised to replace him. We'll see if we do. Season preview then. Before we play our first game, we are expected to finish 6th in the table, which isn't great, is it? It's not good, but we are still in the top 6, the big 6. We do need to get top 4. That is what the chairman wants us. He wants Europa League. Champions League, that's top 4. Wants Champions League football. Hopefully we are good enough to get that. We have nobody in the Media Dream 11. Our 2 best players apparently are Willian and Aubameyang. Okay, I'm not sure on that one. And the projected lineup is lies, because we are not playing wingers. We're not playing Pepe and Aubameyang on the wings. Effectively, those 2 are going to be there, aren't they? And William is actually going to be Mazzala. That's kind of his plan and his role for the season. So then, Sheffield United in the opening game of the season, away from home, which isn't ideal, but hopefully we're good enough to get past them. It's going to be Leno in goal. Bellerin, Baumgartel, Gabriel and Maitland-Niles will be our back 4 today. Maitland-Niles comes in as the left back because Kieran Tierney was injured, and I think Maitland-Niles actually can do a decent job on the left-hand side as an inverted wing-back because he's right-footed. The midfield 3 will be Ceballos, Partey and Willian. It'll be Aubameyang, Milik and Lacazette as our strikers. Those 3 are probably going to stay very consistent for most of the season, apart from when Pella basically comes off the bench and scores goals by getting the ball kicked at him from about 3 yards away. I'm pretty sure Sheffield United are a little bit too good on this game. Obviously, real life, they are struggling. But because of last season's performance, I think Sheffield United players probably a little bit better than what they should be. And also Aaron Ramsdale, from what I've heard, has been awful for Sheffield United. I've realised we've got the wrong camera angle. This needs to change very quickly. Let's go to director camera angle. Osborne has this ball for Sheffield United. Crosses in. Willian gets it forward for us. Milik to Lacazette. This is where our 3 strikers comes in handy because we overload them. Aubameyang's in on goal. It's a decent save from Aaron Ramsdale, the former Bournemouth goalkeeper. We win ourselves a corner. 15 minutes on the clock. Number 16, Maitland-Niles, the right back or left back, takes it. Gabriel's there, doesn't get on the end of it. Willian's going to hopefully keep this one alive. Down towards the left-hand side. Playing kind of out of position as a Mazzala, but he's good enough to play there. Tries to cross it, maybe, buddy. Tries, eventually. Sander Berge heads it back to Baldock. Baldock gets it clear. The highlight ends. First chance goes our way, but it wasn't really a good chance. Bellerin going for a long throw, apparently. It's gone to Milik, and Milik's headed effort goes just over the bar. The Polish international, I'm looking towards to score a lot of goals for us. He's going to be one of our main goal threats. Him, obviously Lacazette, I'm expecting to score goals. Graziano Pella as well. Billy Sharp's in on goal here. Billy Sharp has almost made it 1-0 to Sheffield United. I feel like there's Arsenal fans watching this thinking, why have I bought Graziano Pella? And why have I basically decided that he might be one of my great hopes? Because he's good at football, okay? That's why. And also, this is a game, so it doesn't really matter. Half-time then, it is 0-0. We've been the much better side, but we've got nothing to show for it. We've had one shot on target. That is all we've had. I'm not happy. People are motivated. You can see Maitland-Niles and Gabriel playing well. Bellerin's playing well. The strikers is where we are falling down a little bit. We're not even falling down, actually. Aubameyang and Lacazette on 6-6s. Milik's just dropped down to a 6-7. It's a throw. Bulldog takes it. Sander Berge back to Bulldog, crosses that ball in, and Ollie McBurney has almost made it 1-0 to Sheffield United. Another good chance going the Blades' way. Bellerin now with a long throw for us. It's towards Milik. Milik isn't going to get there ahead of Ramsdale. Why are we trying long throws? I don't think I've set this up, but we seem to be trying long throws. Ramsdale kicks it long. Maitland-Niles doesn't win the header, in fact. Billy Sharp's got this. Maitland-Niles is chasing down. Sharp crosses that ball in. It's gone over everybody, and Bellerin is going to get there first for us. Now, can he... Okay, I was going to say, can he run? No, he doesn't run. He lumps it forward. Milik with it across to Lacazette. Takes a touch, goes for goal. Ramsdale once again with a very good save. I think that might be our second shot on target. It's going to be a corner for probably Maitland-Niles. It is Maitland-Niles. Right-footed corner. Front post is Baumgartel. McBurney heads it back. Maitland-Niles crosses it in first time. Ceballos with it. Now, Thomas Partey to Willian, to Gabriel, to Maitland-Niles on the opposite flank to where he should be playing, really. And the ball is cleared. We need to get ourselves this goal. We're knocking on the door. That is what we're doing. Maitland-Niles again with the corner. Gabriel doesn't win the header. Aubameyang's going to get this. Back to Maitland-Niles. Cross this ball in. Nope. Aubameyang again. Back to Maitland-Niles. An ambulance is going past my house, which is very loud. Ceballos. Sander Berge just gets that ball clear. Why have we got no defenders? Where are all of our defenders? Luckily, Leno's decent and Billy Sharp isn't. But where were all of our defenders in that? It's a corner for Sheffield United. I need to have a look at something because that doesn't seem quite right. The corner comes in. Bellerin gets that ball clear. And O'Connell keeps this alive for Sheffield United. No, he doesn't. Right, what is going on with our corners? Was it a corner? In fact, we're going to do some subs. We're going to do that first. We're going to bring Graziano Pella on, bring off Aubameyang. Was it a corner or was it... It was a corner. It had to have been a corner. I feel like this is the problem. Because Maitland-Niles is taking the corners, we're just left with a central midfielder and a right back. That's all we've got when it comes to our corners. Maybe we need to make sure that it's not our defender taking our corners. Weirdly, Milik is one of the better options. I mean, this is a bad idea to have Willian taking them, but that's what we're going to go for. We've also obviously brought on Graziano Pella as well. He's already got one goal to his name in an Arsenal shirt. Can he get himself another one? Baumgartel with a free kick for us. Just over to or under 20 minutes to play. Bellerin collects this on the right. He's running off towards the right-hand side. Dinks it across. Willian's there on the volley. And Willian, with an absolute screamer of a goal, makes it 1-0. 72 minutes played. Willian gets his first goal for Arsenal. We might get a bit lucky here. We haven't really played particularly well. We've got a decent XG, but we're not taking our chances. Willian may well have saved the day. We've got a throw. Maitland-Niles is going to take this. I feel like we've got long throws set because we seem to be taking lots and lots of long throws. Ramsdale has this in his hands. Kicks it long for Sheffield United. Baumgartel heads forward, but it's straight to a red and white Sheffield United shirt. Bulldog's going to try and get past him. Doesn't manage it. McBurney back to Berger. Now Bulldog on the right. He's crossed it in. Billy Sharp's hit the underside of the bar. And the new signing Baumgartel can get that ball clear. We are very lucky. We are doing very, very lucky things right now. We're going to take off Thomas Partey. We're going to bring on Joe Willock. Joe Willock is my backup for Thomas Partey. He's my backup DLP. Basically, I like to keep two of every position. I've got two goalkeepers. I've got two right backs, two left backs, two centre backs, or four centre backs. I've got four Mazzalas. I've got two DLPs and so on. You kind of get the picture. So Willock will deputise for Thomas Partey when he's not playing particularly well. Do we also do Pepe for Lacazette? I think we do, you know. That's all of our subs. We've got, under 10 minutes to play. We are 1-0 up at the moment. Willian takes this corner. It's towards Baumgartel. Can't manage to get on the end of it. Now Graziano Pella collects this to Willian now on the right-hand side. Pella is way too deep for our corners. He is 6'5", I think. He needs to be in the middle. Ceballos crosses it in. Doesn't manage to find an Arsenal shirt. Joe Willock now, though. Left-hand side back to Maitland-Niles. I feel like there's another goal in this game, but I'm not sure what team's going to get it. Willian to Gabriel finds Maitland-Niles on the left. That's a good bit of play. Now, Nicolas Pepe. Get that ball in the middle. He does. He finds Ceballos, and on the volley for Ceballos. This time his effort goes wide of the post. It's still 1-0. I feel like we might squeak a 1-0 victory. I think we might be getting there. Maitland-Niles going for another long throw. We definitely need to turn these off because it's not very good, is it? Willock tries to shoot, can't manage it. Willian gets it to Willock again. Back to Willian. Why did Willock not go forward with that? Maitland-Niles crosses the ball in. Ceballos, edge of the area, back post. And Danny Ceballos makes it 2-0. We are going to beat Sheffield United. It's not been particularly convincing, but it has shown that there's some work to be done with my tactics. Still not over. We've got a goal kick with 3.5 minutes of injury time left on the clock. Bellerin to Pepe. He's gone off towards that right-hand side for Milik. We need really Pella to get in the middle. He's not got the pace at the moment. Pepe to Willian. Willian's going to go to Maitland-Niles, who's done a hell of a lot for us, Maitland-Niles. He's been involved in pretty much everything. Willock to Willian. Maitland-Niles has all the space if we want to use him. Willian again. Now Graziano Pella slots that ball through nicely to Arcadius Milik. And Milik gets his first goal in Arsenal colours. Makes it 3-0. Graziano Pella with the assist. We got there in the end, didn't we? We got there in the end eventually. 3-0 then. 3-0 eventually was the score. I think Maitland-Niles was superb for us there. Willian gets man of the match, but Maitland-Niles did everything. Bellerin gets an 8.0 as well. Leno gets a 7.5. Everyone who's still on the pitch, bar the two recent additions in the substitutions, gets over a 7. Well over a 7 as well. So 3-0 isn't good enough to put us at the top of the table, apparently, because Aston Villa, I think, won their game 4-0. They did. They beat West Brom 4-0. But we got our points. We got our victory. Very good start, I think, for the season. Next up is Wolves, who have just played their first game against Liverpool and got hammered 3-0 themselves. So that's something to look forward to. What I'm going to do in between matches is I'm going to try and tweak the formation and the tactic a little bit so we're not doing long throws and corners kind of work a bit better. I'll see you in a second. Right then, match number 2 of the episode is going to be up against Wolves. We're at home this time around. Sticking with the same formation, and actually, we're sticking with the same starting 11, I think. So it's going to be Leno, Bellerin, Baumgartel, Gabriel and Maitland-Niles, Ceballos, Partey and Willian in the middle, Aubameyang, Milik and Lacazette as our strikers. Graziano Pella, I don't know whether this is because he's an old man or he's just moved from China, but he's constantly not quite match fit, and I don't know why, which is part of the reason why I'm not starting him every game. The other part being that I've got 3 other strikers who are better than him. So match number 1 ended 3-0 against Sheffield United. Wolves lost their game 3-0 against Liverpool. Hopefully we can just punish them again. We know how to score 3 goals in a game, apparently. We did it, I think, 4 times in pre-season. We scored 3 goals. We did also concede a lot, but we scored 3 a lot of the times. So let's score 3 against Wolves. 22 minutes on the clock, and we've got our first action. Thomas Partey to Ceballos, back to Partey. Forward, Ceballos has got a runner in Bellerin on the right-hand side. He's used him as well. Back to Ceballos, crosses it in. Lacazette tries to shoot, but it doesn't quite reach him. And Moutinho gets that ball clear for Wolves. That was weird that was considered a highlight, because we didn't even have a shot in that. But apparently it was highlight-worthy. Milik and Lacazette are struggling at the moment to perform. I have changed our throws so we're not taking long throws. I've changed our corners as well, so our corners are a little bit more sensible, shall we say. Graziano Pella, or the central striker basically, should be in the middle of the penalty area. Half-time is 0-0. We've had a lot of chances, and once again, none of them, or 2 of them on target out of 11, which isn't very good at all. Maitland-Niles is looking nervous. Why are you nervous, buddy? What's wrong? What's happened? Do you not like playing at the Emirates? Traore with the ball, can't manage to get the ball away, but Leno has this in his 6-yard box. We are literally 1 minute and 45 seconds into the second half. Leno, the goalkeeper, then shuffles about in his area because of the match engine doing its thing. Aubameyang's not going to get there. Dendoncker heads forward, and now Wolves can play around with the ball. Idrissi back to Moutinho, dinks it over. Maitland-Niles intercepts that with a bit of ease. Now Willian, who scored the opening goal of the game against Sheffield United. Maitland-Niles, who had a cracking game. Gabriel to Willian again. We're going to slow build by the looks of it. Ceballos to Partey, who's picked up a yellow card. Ceballos back to Baumgartel. Now Bellerin forward to Aubameyang. Aubameyang needs an option. Ceballos is that option. Now Willian's there. Bit of space. I can sense every now and then, sometimes players get the ball and want to shoot. Aubameyang has this ball. It's a cracking bit of football, that is. Aubameyang finishes the ball. The goal, he finishes it. We're 1-0 up, but that is all down to this pass from Willian. Willian's pass over the top here is superb. It's not even Willian, was it? It's Thomas. Was it Thomas Partey? It was Thomas Partey's pass. That is a cracking ball. Aubameyang puts it in. It's 1-0. Samido's throw for Wolves, literally about 2 or 3 minutes after our opening goal. Samido once again with it, crosses it in. Idrissi's there at the back post. Leno was not covering the back post. It's 1-1. Instant reply from Wolves. Bellerin with a throw for us 4 minutes after their goal. It might even be 4 minutes after our goal. Aubameyang runs with the ball. Bellerin's made some space. It's gone back to Thomas Partey. Maitland-Niles needs it, or Willian gets it instead. Milik to Lacazette, and Lacazette's effort, first time shot, is gone wide. It's still 1-1. We need to look at bringing off Milik because he's not having a good game today, nor is Lacazette. Well, it's that time of the game again. Milik is coming off. Graziano Pella will be coming on. Hopefully we can win ourselves a corner, and then we can see whether we're going to try and stick the ball on Pella's head or not. Willian with a free kick, 67 minutes. Baumgartel is there, and the German has 2 chances. His second one was a little bit too close of an angle. Couldn't manage to get the shot away. We are getting close to scoring another goal, just not close enough at the moment. I'm going to give them a fire up. Let's see if it does anything. A few people looking a little bit complacent. We need to be bringing off Maitland-Niles. He is overwhelmed by the feedback. So we're bringing on Saka. That's what we're doing. Saka's a left back, by the way. I know he's normally a winger, but he's played there in the past, and we don't play wingers. So Saka is going to be a left back. Bellerin having a bit of an issue as well on the right-hand side. It's looking like it's going to be a 1-1 draw, although our XG was 2.69. How have we got an XG of 2.69? Hold on. That says 2.69 up there in the top left. This here says 2.33. One of them's wrong. But anyway, we've drawn against Wolves. I guess on paper it's not too bad. We could have got a win. We should have got a win, really, when you look at how many shots we had. We just didn't get any on target. Well, Arsenal missed the chance to win. We all know it's obviously very early on in the season, but we are currently sat second in the table because only one team has won twice. Liverpool and Spurs have the chance to go top of the table as they play each other, probably Liverpool beating Newcastle. So Liverpool will go above us in the table. Spurs Brighton will be the next day. We're going to be probably fourth. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, what we are going to do is we are going to go forward to probably Aston Villa and Manchester United. I think that's what we're going to go for. We're going to go for a couple of the big games. Going to skip over the Chelsea game. Transfer window shuts just after the Leicester game as well. So playing Villa and United, maybe we do that actually. Let's do United and Everton. So we have an away game and a home game. That's the plan for next episode. So 4 matches in between Newcastle, Leicester, Chelsea and Villa. I'd expect maybe 6-9 points in that. That's probably what we're aiming for in there. We've also got QPR in the EFL Cup third round, which you'd expect we should probably ease through that as well. Thank you very much for watching this episode of London's Finest in FM 2021 with Arsenal. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you were new here, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with more of London's Finest as we play Manchester United and Everton, and hopefully we're still up the right end of the table. It's early days. I'll see you in the next one.